Just give them back to me.
We're not just fighting a war in Iraq. We're building bridges. We're building roads. We're building sewers. We're building schools. See if we can build roads and bridges and rail and hospitals and schools and houses and put people back to work in Afghanistan and Iraq. Try Detroit and Cleveland and Cincinnati and Chicago. Put America back to work. Actually, at some point we've got to move from whereas to therefore. When I look at these rallies, it looks like there's a mass transit workers problem. That's not true. I was in L.A. a few years ago. We negotiated the deal to get transit workers off of a strike with the city. When the transit workers were not driving, the cars couldn't drive either. The transit workers can't take the masses, then the classes can't drive their private cars. If public transportation is not working, the maid can't get to the house, and the doctor can't leave the house, and the judge can't leave the house. So when mass transit stops, mass movement stops, doctors stop, patients stop, teachers stop, students stop, businesses stop, shopping stop. When mass transportation moves, we all move. So we need some ministers here. We need some city council people here. We need some legislators here. So because the mass transportation is everybody's problem. Now, I will make this case to you, Congressman Conyers, and legislators who are here today. It's time for mass action. Because if you are driving a bus and they've closed down the public housing, you have no riders. If you're driving the bus and they've closed down the hospital, you have nobody to go to the hospital. And doctors have nobody to serve. If they're closing public schools, you have no kids to take to school. So it's not enough to have a job driving a bus with no customers. We need a plan to reinvest in America, reindustrialize America, put America back to work. When the children can go to school, when the workers can go to work, when the shoppers can shop, we have riders and we can drive the bus and leave the rest to us. It's time for mass action. Detroit may be the heart of this drive, Mr. Congressman. America moved to the Industrial Revolution with Detroit, making automobiles. You were the heart of the Industrial Revolution. Don't stop there. When you were making cars, steel mills could do their work. When Detroit was humming, we could sing the songs of joy when Detroit was humming. When it came time for dignity for workers, Detroit was the heart of the struggle for workers working with dignity. When it came for the big march in Washington in 1963, the big march took place in Detroit before it took place in Washington. So the dream took place in Detroit before the dream took place in Washington. The march in Detroit in June preceded the march in August in Washington. As Detroit goes, so goes America. When Detroit rolls, America rolls. When Detroit fights back, America fights back. So I challenge you today, in the name of Reverend C.L. Franklin, in the name of Nelson Jack Edwards, in the name of Horace Sheffield, in the name of Shelton Taps, in the name of the father of the Conyers brothers, in the name of those freedom fighters who fought to open these doors, in the name of Walter Reuther, in the name of Jimmy Hoffa, workers who fought back. Now's the time. The workers, black and white, to find common ground. When they closed the plant and cut the lights out, we all looked similar in the dark. This is not about black and white. It's about dark and light. It's time to turn the lights back on. When we move, great things come our way. It's time to fight back. On this coming August 28th, I argue we should have us another mass march in Detroit. In Detroit, there's time to march. March for reindustrialization. March for jobs. March for workers' right to organize. March to reinvest in America. March to make jobs and job training a priority. March for urban transportation. March for green jobs. March for buses. March for rail. March for jobs. March for joy. This land is our land. Forward by hope, never backwards by fear. It gets dark sometimes, but the morning comes. We have never lost a battle that we fought, and never won a battle unless we fought. It's fighting time. It's marching time. August 28th, let's dream again. August 28th, let's come to Detroit. Come to Detroit. Send a message to the world. Let Motown sing. Let drivers roll. God bless you. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. Love you.
Next we have the Honorable, out of the 14th District, Congressman John Conyers.